Hey guys, what's up? This Hedo back in the video today, guys. We are back inside Minecraft. Now, today isn't a video about Minecraft. Today is I'm gonna show you. I will actually be like telling you guys what's going on with my channel and what actually happened. Like, why is like my channel like in this state right now, and what happened to me in this past week? Why haven't I been uploading? Well, the fact is, like, I had this really big test, really long test, to be honest. A really long, really tedious test where I had to study for the week. I could not play games or record anything because my parents would not let me. So, yeah, I had to study for the week. That is one of the reasons why I couldn't upload. It's just, I had to study. I had to grind, guys. I had to grind. So yeah, I had to study for the test, which made me not able to record videos. So that's the first reason. Second reason is I'm kind of getting bored for some of the old Let's Plays. Jurassic Park and Lord of the Rings is a few that I want to restore, but apart from that, like the really older ones, like I don't have any intentions to do like what to do with them, like whatsoever, dude. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but I will be continuing Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. We are so close to getting a T-Rex. It's unbelievable. So yeah, hopefully we do get a T-Rex. I'm actually gonna plant this cacti while we're here. But yeah, and Lord of the Rings as well is gonna get a revive, not a continuation, but more of a revive because that series just completely died out. That there was no interest in the series whatsoever, no support on the series whatsoever, and I personally grew tired of it. I am still liking the game. I'm just tired of it for the time being. So yeah. Um you guys might notice some changes to my channel. For instance, my banner, it says PSP videos now, not awesome videos. I do want to point that out. Basically, so yeah, what happened in the past few days is I've got a PSP emulator, basically. A PSP emulator, and you guys might not know this, but the PSP is a console that is really close to my heart. I got it when I was 7 years old, I believe. Like, I'll actually be making a video on how I actually got the PSP. It was quite a good experience, but so the PSP is a really good console, really near to my heart. It played a few really good games, and I can remember like a lot of different titles that I used to play on my PSP. Then I really want to play on the emulator, so that's why I changed the banner. Is because I wanted to play a few PSP games that I used to play on my actual PSP. So yeah, um, I'm just gonna continue building, to be honest. But yeah, so the PSP games that I did play like back in the day was back in the day when the PSP was still like a trending thing. Like I remember I getting it like when I was 7 years old. I got the PSP and it was still trending back in the day. I think it was like 2010 or something. Like games were still coming out back then, and yeah, I got the PSP then. So yeah, so a few games that I really like, that I would really like to play and record some gameplay for you guys is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Obviously, like I've recorded a few gameplay of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep in the past, and I really enjoy making those gameplays simply because Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is a game that I enjoy completely. It is a Kingdom Hearts game. I really love Kingdom Hearts games. So yeah, that is one of the reasons. I am a really big fan of Kingdom Hearts, guys. Don't worry, like Kingdom Hearts, I've got them all into the brain, like the story as well. I've got them all like really good. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, as well as Monster Hunter Freedom 2 or Unite, whichever version you played. I have the Freedom 2 version. Some people have the Freedom Unite. I think the Freedom Unite is like the more famous version, but nonetheless the game is the same basically. It is a Monster Hunter game for the PSP, and it is kind of different from the normal Monster Hunter game that you would find on like on like other consoles like the PS2 or stuff. It is kind of different. Oh, I've got 7 Cs. Why am I like punching grass? I've already got 7 Cs. But anyway, yeah, Monster Hunter Freedom 2 or Freedom Unite is a game where you do really need to like farm and stuff. What I mean by farming isn't farming in Minecraft. Like, I know like a few Minecrafters would think that, oh, it's farming. No, no, no. It's not the farming that I'm gonna do right now. It's a completely different farming. Basically, you need to do stuff to actually get the weapons, and that is really interesting, you know, guys. Like, you have to really like do things to get like your weapons. You can't just like buy them off like the internet store or something. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, guys, unfortunately. So yeah, I love farming games where it's just like you need to work to actually get the weapons. You don't just get them handed to you. Like, in the start of the game, you don't just get like the strongest weapons. You do need to actually work for the strongest weapons, guys. And yeah, I really like that feature. I really like that feature in a video game. Like, and Monster Hunter Freedom 2 gives that example of a game like that is really good. Like, I'm not even sure like what I'm trying to say, but basically Monster Hunter Freedom 2 is a really good farming game. And for those of you who really like farming games, like pick up Monster Hunter Freedom 2 or Unite, whichever one. Like I said, whichever one that you like the most. Probably you've played one, then pick that up. And because it is a really good farming game, especially if you like farming. So yeah, another PSP game that I would really like to do a let's play on is God Eater Burst. And I know God Eater Burst isn't the best, isn't the most famous out of the God Eater franchise. I do think like the God Eater franchise is dying a little bit, but God Eater Burst is one of like those best games on the PSP, and it is like a really good farming game as well. But what I mean by really good is not like the sense of Monster Hunter where it is fun. It actually makes you, apologies guys for like the loudness there, but basically God's Eater, it makes you struggle to get the weapons, man. And yeah, I mean it guys. Like, what difficulty am I on? I'm on normal. Okay, so yeah, what I mean by that is you do need to actually struggle to get the weapons in God Eater Burst. Like, in Monster Hunter, like, you will eventually get the weapons. Like, don't worry, you will get the weapons. You will get the weapons, like the weapons that you've always wanted. Once you get to the end of the game or something, you will get the weapons. But in God Eater Burst, it's a different thing. Like, you do need to actually work for your weapons. Like, there's a video game that actually makes you work, guys. Like, that's unbelievable. Yeah, it almost makes you suffer for like collecting the items that you do want to get, and it is kind of tedious. I will get bored playing God Eater Burst from time to time simply because it makes you kind of work. It makes you kind of struggle. Like a video game that makes you struggle. Like, what? But yeah, so nonetheless, the game is pretty cool. It is also a farming game like Monster Hunter. I just mentioned that like a few times now. But it is a farming game, and for those of you guys like farming, especially those of you guys from Sneaky Nation, yeah, a little shout out to Sneaky P. I just recently watched his videos, to be honest, and yeah, he really likes farming. I watched his video on Warframe episode 1. I believe he chose Mag, I think. Yeah, he chose Mag. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Sneaky P, you really like farming. Like, I saw in your video, dude, that you really he really liked farming, guys. Like, I saw his video. Like, I was like, say no more, dude. Like, pick up this game. God Eater Burst. It is a tedious thing of a game. Like, I'm just gonna say it right now. It is a tedious game that makes you like suffer for doing the things that you do, guys. Like, the game itself is hard. Like, you want to defeat like a monster, you need to like a real one, not a monster like the beginner ones. Like you need like the top ones, We're talking about the top ones, guys. We don't care about like those silly level 1 monsters. We're talking about those big lions, dude. But yeah, to defeat those, like you do really need. I think I played like for an hour trying to defeat a monster, and it was just one monster, dude. Like I believe it was like stage 3 or something. Basically, stage or difficulties are the stages that you are in the game. So difficulty 3 was the one I was at, and it was the first level of difficulty 3. I think we were supposed to defeat like this lion type of monster, or like in Classy the Perth they called it origami, but nonetheless, this monster, this lion type monster, dude, it was called the Fajra. I think you guys that actually play Godzilla Burst will know that name, the Fajra. Anyways, yeah, I was trying to defeat the Fajra. Just Google it up, guys. Just Google it up. Like Google's like the best tutorial. Google's like the best guide for like anything nowadays. So yeah, just Google it up. Yeah, just Google it up. The Fajra. It's spelled like VAJR. Apologies, guys. Apologies. I am getting mixed up accents right now. But VAJRA, I believe, Vajra, and yeah, I believe I played for an hour. Yeah, I played for an hour trying to kill that stupid lion thing, where it was just so tedious and so hard. So for those of you guys who like farming, and I think Sneaky P, like even though you've played like a really good like farming games, like this game will make you like sit there like being like super annoyed by this game. Like Godzilla Burst, like you don't even want to even try. If you guys don't like farming, then please don't pick up this game. This is for your own healthy measures. You will get stress and stuff like that. So yeah, I almost got stressed, but I actually do like farming. So yeah, Godzilla Burst. The second game that I want to check out. Third game that I want to check out. Yes, this still continues on, guys. This isn't gonna be like some 9-minute video. This is gonna be a really long one, and I like to make those really long videos. Anyways, the third game that I want to like make let's play on is Final Fantasy Crisis Core, or I spelled that like wrong. I think it's supposed to be Final. Oh my god, it's supposed to be Crisis Core Final Fantasy, but whatever way you say it, I got like not enough wood, or maybe I did get enough wood, not too sure. But yeah, Crisis Core is a amazing game. It is a action RPG. Well, not that action based. Well, it's not any Kingdom Hearts action. Well, it's not as shiny. It's not as good as Kingdom Hearts, I think. But Final Fantasy Crisis Core is another Final Fantasy game. It stays away from the usual action-based RPG type of thing, which a lot of Final Fantasy players like. But for me personally, like I like Kingdom Hearts style gameplay even more than turn-based. To be honest, like turn-based, like don't get me wrong. Like I like turn-based. Most games actually use turn-based from the past, but not in the present. Like I see Kingdom Hearts doesn't use turn based anymore. So yeah, basically our wheat is growing, by the way. Basically, turn based tells the story of like before Cloud. Final Fantasy 7, by the way. So yeah, it tells the story from before Final Fantasy 7 and how Sephiroth kind of became like evil and stuff. So yeah, it tells more about the Final Fantasy 7 story if you're up into that. Well, stay tuned to my channel because I will be uploading that hopefully. So yeah, those are the games that I really want to make a let's play on this channel. I'm sorry if this video turned out to be a long one, but I just really want to say sorry for those of you guys who are watching my videos, like why I haven't been uploading for a long time. I do really apologize. I had this really big test and I couldn't like avoid it, so I had to stop uploading for a while, but it's finally done. So yeah, I want to say a really big thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Peace.